Porsche will not join Formula One in 2026, as it believes that it has ended its formal evaluation of a program despite the championship being still of interest. As part of the new engine regulations, the Volkswagen Group-owned manufacturer planned to join F1 with sister brand Audi. Audi made a commitment to build its own F1 engine, and signed a deal with Sauber to buy their team. However, Porsche's negotiations with Red Bull and McLaren failed because Porsche wanted to purchase a substantial stake or even a controlling share. Since then, its prospects of joining the grid in 2026 look bleak. The race understands that Porsche is now focusing on its existing motorsport programs. This includes a Formula E entry by Works and a prominent return to the top class at Le Mans 24 Hours in the 963 Hypercar project. Porsche will continue to have an interest in F1, however, it will not be able to enter or affiliate with any team in the near future. This is the final opportunity F1 had to bring Porsche back since 1991's disastrous footwork partnership. Although the formal evaluation of F1 is not final, it does not mean that F1 cannot continue the search for a partner group in the future. However, it seems unlikely that the timing of the search will be as perfect as 2026. The new 2026 engine will have new rules and the car rules will change. Additionally, the power unit won't feature the complex and incongruous MGU-H, giving new competitors an advantage over established engines and teams. Herbert Diess, the then CEO of VW, stated that the first decision to attempt to get into F1 was made last year. He said these factors indicated that it was likely the last chance to join the grid for at least a decade. Diess stated, "You can't catch that up when you join another team. To be among the top 10, you need to have been in business for 5 to 10 years. This means that you cannot get on board unless you make a significant rule change. This means that you can now decide to do Formula One or not for 10 years. Red Bull's discussions with Porsche were the most prominent effort by the company to get on the grid. It also secured a 50% buy-in to the company that designs and manufactures Red Bull Racing's cars. This plan would have also allowed Porsche to supply its own engines. Red Bull has now created a new powertrains division to build its first F1 engine. Porsche maintained that it was still considering options to join Red Bull's grid, but it would only do so by buying a stake in an existing team, as it does not have the infrastructure to support a single engine project. It was therefore not possible for manufacturers to register their interest in Engine Rules 2026. However, this would have been a binding entry. After the Red Bull tie-up collapsed, any Porsche engine deal would have likely been restricted to the Audi engine and possible running it under the Porsche name. It is not clear how many teams were approached informally. McLaren spoke directly with Porsche and Audi, but McLaren was unwilling to give up control or the naming rights. This prevented further discussions. The cost and infrastructure involved in starting a new team, with the FIA opening a process to allow up to 2 teams to join the ranks from 2025 onwards, didn't appeal to me either. VW has achieved at least half of its goal, as Audi will have a full works entry starting in 2026. It currently owns 25% of Sauber, and this will increase to 75% as the transaction closes. Finn Rausing, the majority owner of Sauber, will retain a minority stake. This is a gradual process because Sauber is currently running as Alfa Romeo F1 and F1 due to a sponsorship agreement with the Italian brand. It is powered by Ferrari engines up until 2025.